Hey, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to DALS Credit Solutions Credit Tip Tuesday. Today is September 7th, 2021. And as everyone is coming in to view Credit Tip Tuesday, I want to say thank you for tuning in. We will discuss today the importance of knowing the difference between a resilient score and an overall credit score. There have been a lot of talk going around stating that you should max out your credit cards every month and pay them back before the statement date. We will go over a series of topics. What is an actual credit score? What is an actual resilience score? What is the actual statement date? And how will it affect your actual overall scoring model? Why is it important to not maximize your credit cards and pay them back? Knowing the importance of the overall growth mechanism when it comes to building your overall credit score. So, as everyone is tuning in, I want again thank you for tuning in today. It is September 7th, 2021. We are going to be having a discussion regarding these topics. If you have any questions, I will be doing this on Venmo, doing this on Venmo, and you can place your comments in the actual comment box. If you need to see me afterwards, please feel free to schedule a consultation at www.dalscredit.solutions. Thank you for everyone for coming in, and I want to say hello. And it's been a while. Yes, it has. I'm going to pick back up doing Credit Tip Tuesday. We have so much going on, and again, we will get into that later on in the actual broadcast on the live, or we can talk about it at a later time. So as you are tuning in, a lot of times we get seriously confused on why should we max out our credit. What is the benefit of maxing out your credit cards and paying them back every month before the statement date? So a credit score overall is the actual numerical score that has multiple scorecards. And the score ranges from 350 to 850. When you have a resilient score, and this is a Fico resilient score, the Fico resilient score, many people don't use or understand. This is how you will recover from an actual crisis situation. Things are repetitive when it comes to building your overall platform when it comes to your credit profile. When you hear about people stating, I'm going to max out my credit cards and pay them back before the statement date, that is poor money management. Credit scores ranges from 300 to 850. A resilience score ranges from 0 to 100, 0 to 50 being mild, no, excuse me, 0 to 41 being mild, 42 to 50 being moderate, and a risk is 51 and above. When you look at your overall credit profile and you're applying for different areas of credit or lines of credit, you must know that the overall score is not the determining factor of if you want to get that line of credit, that car, whatever that you are going for. The resilient FICO score is the final determination on are you able to pay back the amount that you are being lended to, and it goes with everything included. So as we dive into this, I need you guys to know that your score overall is not the determining factor of if you're going to get something. The resilient score is the key component determining if you are credit worthy enough to obtain what you are seeking. First off, thank you for everyone tuning in again. As we move forward with this, these are some critical key points that I want you guys to take away from this live. One, if you have the money to pay back your credit cards, that's excellent. The process of the activity and along with the payments are key factors when you are paying items off. So if you have a credit line from Capital One, I will use them, of $1,000, it is not wise to maximize the card, max it out, excuse me, spend an entire $1,000 and then turn around and put $1,000 on it. You're not being viewed as resilient. You're being viewed as a risk. People that do this, and I have analyzed credit for over 2.5 years or more, people that do this have poor money management. You can't do things quick when you become resilient. You have to do things in a process. So if you have a credit card limit of $1,000 and you have the cash to pay it, the last thing you want to do is maximize the card out and then turn around and pay it and do this monthly. Will you see a score increase? Sure. But you should look at your resilient FICO score because it will show that you are a risk. Why maximize something that's going to grow your score over time with to with minimum payments or even greater payments and do it consistently? No one should never ever maximize their cards out unless you seriously have to if you have an emergency. Becoming resilient so you can navigate your life the way you want to, as well as, being able to purchase massive amounts of whatever, shows a consistency of paying items on time. Now, many people will say, well, Lynette, you should pay your bill off. Yes, there's ways to pay the bill off, but there's no way that says in the world of credit that you should maximize your credit cards and pay them back by the statement date in order to grow your score. It will actually decline your score mathematically because you are shocking the credit. If this is your first time tuning in, please tune in and place in the comments where you're tuning in from. If this is your first time watching it and you're watching the replay, put in hashtag Credit Tip Tuesday replay. As I speak on this, poor money management comes from when you do things like this. It will increase your APR and put you at a risk. The lower the score, the higher the resilience, the more you're at risk. Let me say that again. The lower the credit score, the higher the resilience score, the more you're at risk. If you want credit knowledge and you want actual items to be able to do the things you want, the higher the score, the lower the FICO resilience score, the less you're at risk. Never spend large amounts on your credit card to max out your card and paying it back. It doesn't make sense. If you can use cash or put bills on your overall credit cards that ranges between 2 and 9%, you will see an increasing growth that will allow you to become not one only show your credit worthiness, but also show that you are extremely resilient. Many people will not tell you factual data when it comes to this because they do things fast. And I'm not here to, judge anyone, but the way you grow credit education and credit growth is knowing the importance of being resilient. The FICO resilience score allows you to be determined and if you're eligible to be credit worthy and get whatever you want. If I put $10,000 a month on a credit card and then turn around and pay it back, I'm not showing that I'm resilient. I'm showing that I'm a risk. Because if someone can blow $10,000 a month on a credit card, you have to factor in and understand that there are components that are incorporated with this. One, they're going to look at your debt to income ratio. Two, they're going to see if you're honestly able to pay back $10,000 a month and the purpose of it, because the way FICO regulates its scoring model is based on the percentages, and that's your payment history, credit utilization, overall credit, mixed credit, and credit age. Shocking the credit score does not increase your resilience, it actually lowers it. Paying off large amounts of credit cards at one time is also again decreasing your credit worthiness. If you was the trialist on your own credit profile, you will see a decline in the items or the things you will want to do in life or even obtain because of your decreasing, you're increasing your resilience score and you're decreasing your overall credit score. Many things that we can do is one, to understand credit growth and credit card usage is again know the difference between a resilience score and an overall credit score. Two, understand that we all know that the overall credit score does not determine if you are credit worthy. Three, look at your spending habits. If you have $1,000 or $10,000 or whatever number that's allotted on the credit card, and you're able to pay that back every month, why do you need to maximize that card to grow your score? You have to make it make sense when you do certain things when it comes to credit and far as money management. I'm someone that's very transparent about my life. I had the worst money management, and we learn daily. I'm one to admit that at times I was unable to do X, Y, and Z. But if you learn to write and incorporate the knowledge that you learn through many platforms, read up on understanding the difference between a resilience score, a credit score, the deciding factors if your credit worthiness to even worthy to extend lines of credit to, and look at the components. I want to continue this and see if anyone has any questions at this time as we're going over. And if you do, please place them in the comments and we will discuss them towards the end, or I will send messages to you guys so we can have an overall discussion, so you can understand the dynamics. Money management and understanding the root of what it is to become credit worthy does not, one should never, continue to maximize their credit cards and pay it back just to show some type of credit growth. You'll show a credit growth and increasing your resilience score and decreasing your credit score. Then you'll have people saying, hey, why did my score go down? Because you increased the risk. Fico and his calculations are not, you know, not dumb, because they know when someone is doing something because the way the score populates. Know the knowledge when it comes to your credit card uses. Know the knowledge when you purchase anything and what it does for your score overall. The five components on the credit profile is not the determining factor overall. Does it assist in the decision making? Absolutely. But it does not give you the, okay, this person is credit worthy. It's the FICO resilience score. Companies are not going to lend you a line of credit if you are at risk. The goal is the less risk you are, and the more you can show your credit worthiness, the more proficient that you can be when it comes to any type of decline in any situation. You can overturn that by making payments. If you can spend $1,000 a month and then pay it back, look at the different areas of credit. You have a banking credit score, credit card credit score. You have a social credit score. You have many scores. So, with so much technology coming out, like artificial intelligence, which has been here, and that's a whole other topic, you have many scores that will follow you to see how credit worthy and resilient you are. Always understand that the score does not determine who you are. It's the FICO resilience score that lets companies know that you are capable and able, and with any crisis, able to pay back any line that is extended to you. Please know the difference between a resilience score and a FICO score. Do not ever, 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 ever maximize your credit cards and turn around and pay them back. you're doing yourself a disservice and it will never help you. Learn what it is to manage your money so if you do get these larger lines of credit as you are growing, you begin to become very resilient on understanding what it is to increase the growth, manage your money, and be able to pay your credit card bills or any bills of that nature. Again, if you have any questions, please place them in the chat. I will respond accordingly. I always want to thank you for tuning in. When I do come on, again, I am going to become more consistent. I am going through the company is going through, the Goldman Sachs program. Thank you for all those that supported me along the way, who have encouraged me and also won't allow me to quit because it's a very difficult program. To my small businesses that want to achieve milestones, I leave something for you to understand. Believe in the failures, believe in the mishaps, and believe in the nutrients while you're in the ashes. That's where you get the best outcomes from the mistakes, through the failures, through the doubts and the pain. Never compare one's chapter 1 to someone's chapter 30. You don't know what people do every day to get in front of anyone to present not only their business, but however who they are. Learn to remain resilient even when crises occur. It's more, it's easier said than done. In addition, learn to appreciate those who were with you along the way, even if you know them all your life or you just met them. They all will offer you some sort of advice and or lessons. Again, if you have any questions, place them in the comments. If this is your first time tuning in, please place in the comments hashtag Credit Tip Tuesday, or if you're watching the replay. And also, please feel free to reach out if you want a consultation. It is $25. I will give you enough knowledge that you can honestly do your credit yourself, and or you can go on my business page, watch old recordings, and so you can get a full understanding. If you're not able to do that, please consult with me. My website is www.dalscredit.solutions. I am open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you obtain the knowledge. Look at your credit daily. Appreciate what you have. Don't complain on what you don't have. And be very resilient when it comes to your money. Don't think you don't have something. You can always make a way, even out of no way. I love you guys. Take care. This is not live. I did pre-record this. Catch y'all next week. Bye.